Alright, so we're going to do lesson 1 today in Classroom in a Book. So go into your Turn-In folder, Classroom in a Book, Photoshop lesson files, lesson 1, and go ahead and open up both of those files. Once those files are open, you'll see the end result, which is what yours is going to look like today. Make sure you look at the layers to see if yours looks like theirs. And our start file. So the very first thing that we're going to do here is kind of explore all the things in Photoshop. So on the right hand side you have your layers, and then we have our picture. If you hit the eyeball on the ribbons layer, you'll see that the ribbons will pop up. That's our visibility. I can zoom in by Control plus and minus. So Control plus to zoom, Control minus to step back. So the first thing that I need to do is I need to brighten up this photo. So in order to do that, I need to go to my adjustments. If you don't have that, you can always go to Window, Adjustments. And we're going to go to the brightness contrast layer. I'm going to increase the brightness of my flower. I'm not going to do it too much, and I'm not going to do it too little, just so I can see all the details. And I'm going to minimize it. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the ribbons layer, like I did earlier. I'm going to sample the ribbon by using this little eyedropper tool. And I'm going to sample that ribbons layer. Make sure you're on the ribbons layer in order to sample. What you notice is when you click on it, you see blue over here, you see blue down here. And we're essentially going to make our own ribbon. So go up on the left hand side and select the rectangular marquee tool. You might have to right click on that tool to find it. And we're going to make our ribbon. So we're going to take and drag our mouse like so, and you'll see little marching ants in a rectangular shape. And now we're going to paint that layer. So I'm going to take the paintbrush tool. I'm going to make my brush bigger by using my brackets and paint that layer in. To get rid of the ants, Control D, and I want a little triangle cut out of there just like the other one. So I'm going to take the polygonal lasso tool, it's the third tool down, it says polygonal lasso tool, you might have to right click on it. I'm going to zoom in to that ribbon and scroll down, and I'm going to cut out a triangle. So I'm going to hit 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to cut it off where I started. So you'll see a little circle pop up. It highlights little ants marching around in a triangular shape, and I'm going to hit delete. Now for whatever reason, if it's white, that means you're on the wrong layer. Make sure you're on the ribbons layer when you're putting on ribbons. To deselect the ants, Control D, and some of you might notice that you have a little blue line. So I can just simply take the eraser tool and erase that little bit of excess. If your brush is too big, make sure you use the hotkeys, the brackets, to make that smaller. There we go. And then go ahead and zoom out. We're almost done here. So we need to address this happy birthday card. So I'm going to take the sample tool again and sample the yellow. And I'm going to take the text tool, which is the letter T here, and we're going to type in your name. So whatever your name is. Mine's really small, so I can just highlight it, change the size of my word to fit in. We can move it around. Your name must fit in the ribbon. To change the font of it, I can just go over here and change my font to whatever I want. I want you to pick a font that looks similar to the happy birthday font. And when you're done, you can either hit enter or the check mark, and then you're done.